Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Hypersonic 55 and welcome to another film review. Today's film review will be on the latest action thriller film, The Cold Light of Day. Now, in terms of plot, the story happens to follow the character Will Shaw, played by Henry Cavill, who happens to go on holiday to Spain for a week-long sailing vacation with his family. However, through a series of events, his world happens to get turned upside down when his family is kidnapped by intelligence agents who are hell-bent on recovering a mysterious briefcase, and then Will finally finds himself on the run from them and then having to find a way to obtain this briefcase before his family is killed in a set amount of time. And that is the plot of The Cold Light of Day without going into the area of spoilers. Now, as you may have heard from that brief description, The Cold Light of Day doesn't sound like anything that we haven't heard of before. It's been done in some way, shape or form in some other thriller movie over the last 10 to 20 years or even 30 years. And while this story doesn't reinvent the genre or bring anything new to the table, it does what it does pretty well. A story is interesting, it is entertaining, and it does throw a few twists and turns into the basic formula that make it a little different from other thriller movies that I've seen before. Again, while it's not overly different from other films that I've seen before, it's still pretty good. And The Cold Light of Day, its story, pretty good. And overall, in terms of the acting performances, Henry Cavill is pretty good. I mean, besides the actual trailer actually gaining my interest, there was only 3 reasons I was going to watch this movie. 1, Henry Cavill, because he was going to be playing the new Superman. 2, Bruce Willis, because Bruce Willis is badass. And 3, Sigourney Weaver, because she is a great actress and I just wanted to see what the deal was. And let me just say this, Sigourney Weaver in this film is just badass. She is just the definition of cool. She is the coolest bad guy ever and she is just cool. I mean, her performance in this film is just great, and the stuff that she does in this film is just, yep, I would applaud. I would if I wasn't just, sitting in my seat. But anyway, yeah, she was totally badass in this movie. She was great. And Henry Cavill, yeah, I wanted to go back and see this film purely because I wanted to check on the progress of this actor and see how good he is in films, because I missed Immortals last year, so I really wanted to see what was going on in this film and see if he was potentially good to handle the dramatic elements of what he could bring to the new Superman movie. And yeah, he's pretty good, so no complaints there. And as usual, Bruce Willis, yeah, what can you say? He's cool. And the rest of the other actors and actresses do pretty well in the film as well. Also, the action and chase sequences in the film were pretty good. I mean, they were standard fare, but at the same time, they happen to have a little bit of individuality and flair that made them stand out from other films that I've seen recently. The car chases are pretty good, and the fight sequences are pretty nice as well, and the fight and gun sequences are pretty good as well. Though The Cold Light of Day has this annoying habit of filming in natural lighting, and heck, I don't have any problem with filming in natural lighting, but the problem was that some of those scenes were shot at night or at a very dark time in the evening or the early hours of the morning, so you couldn't make out what was going on. It felt like watching a movie in 3D with the darkened glasses sort of messing up your vision. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty cool. So in the end, while The Cold Light of Day doesn't do much to differentiate itself from other thriller-esque movies that we've seen from Hollywood in the last 10 to 20 years, it still is an entertaining movie with a lot of interesting twists and turns, and in a way it does have its own original style to it that makes it stand out from the crowd. I liked it, and overall I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Now, that is not a bad rating in my opinion. I still reckon you should go out and watch it. It's definitely been one of the more interesting films that I've seen this year, and yeah, I liked it. Anyway, this has been the Hypersonic 55 with my review. Hopefully you found it informative and look forward to the next one when it shows up. So until the next time, this is the Hypersonic 55, signing out.